You just landed, you're exhausted, your bags are somewhere on that carousel, and now you're standing in line staring at a form you don't fully understand, wondering if you accidentally checked the wrong box and whether that means you're about to have a very bad day. Welcome to customs, and honestly, for most people, this is the part of international travel that causes the most unnecessary stress. So today we are breaking the whole thing down so you walk through that line, calm, confident, and knowing exactly what to expect. First things first, let's talk about what customs actually is and why it exists. Every country has the right to control what comes in and out of its borders. Customs is essentially that checkpoint. Officers are checking two main things: who you are and what you are bringing in. That is it. The process sounds simple, but there are layers to it that catch people off guard every single time. So you land. The plane touches down. People immediately jump up and grab their bags from the overhead bins, even though the seatbelt sign is still on. Do not be that person. Take a breath. You are going to be fine. Collect yourself, grab your carry-on, and start thinking about what happens next. Here is the order of events at most international airports. First, you go through passport control or immigration. Then you collect your checked baggage. Then you go through customs. In some airports, these are combined or slightly different, but that is the general flow. Knowing this order matters because people sometimes panic thinking they need to do everything at once. Now let me talk about customs declaration forms. Many countries require you to fill one out either on the plane, at a kiosk, or through a digital app before you even get in line. This form asks you things like where you traveled from, what items you are bringing in, and whether you are carrying large amounts of cash or certain goods. Be honest, this is not the time to test your luck. Customs officers deal with people trying to sneak things through every single day. They are trained to spot inconsistencies, and they have tools we do not even see. Here is the thing people mess up constantly. They think customs is only about drugs or weapons. It is so much broader than that. Fresh fruits, certain meats, plant materials, large sums of undeclared cash, commercial quantities of goods, these are all things that can get you flagged. Every country has different rules, so do your research before you travel. A mango you grabbed at a market in one country could literally get confiscated at the border of another. Let's talk about cash limits because this surprises so many people. Most countries require you to declare if you are carrying over a certain threshold of cash or monetary instruments. In the United States, for example, that number is $10,000. And here's the key thing. Declaring it is not illegal. Carrying it is not illegal. Not declaring it when you are supposed to is the problem. So if you are carrying significant cash, declare it. Simple. Now let's talk about the actual interaction with the customs officer. Keep your answers short and direct. They ask questions for a reason, and they are reading your reactions as much as your words. Do not overshare. Do not ramble. If they ask where you stayed, give the name of the hotel or city. If they ask why you are visiting, say tourism, business, or visiting family. Clear and confident. One thing that helps enormously is being organized before you get to the booth. Have your passport open to the photo page. Have your customs form filled out and ready. If you have a return ticket or hotel confirmation ready to show, keep it accessible. You may not need it, but having it makes you look prepared and puts you at ease. Let me address something that makes people spiral. Getting pulled aside for secondary inspection. This happens. It does not mean you did anything wrong. Sometimes it is random. Sometimes a detail on your form flagged something minor. Sometimes they just want to verify a document. Secondary inspection can feel intense, but the best thing you can do is stay calm, answer honestly, and cooperate fully. Most people who go through secondary inspection walk out of the airport completely fine. If you have a connecting flight and you are passing through customs in a layover country, the same rules apply. And depending on the country, you may have to collect your bags, go through customs, then recheck them for your next flight. This is why international layovers of less than 2 hours can be genuinely risky. Know your airport layout and your timing before you assume you can make it. Technology is also changing this process fast. Many airports now use kiosks or apps where you submit your customs declaration digitally and get a receipt to show officers. Countries like the United States have expanded the use of biometric verification at borders. Some countries are fully digital now. Always check whether the country you are entering has a required app or digital form so you are not scrambling to download something while standing in line. One last thing that nobody talks about enough. Medications. If you are traveling with prescription medication, carry a copy of your prescription or a letter from your doctor. Some medications that are completely legal in your home country are controlled or even banned in others. Check this before you travel, not after you land. So here's the full picture. Customs is a system designed to protect borders. It is not designed to ruin your trip. When you approach it with knowledge, honesty, and composure, it becomes just another step in your journey. Fill out your forms accurately, know what you can and cannot bring in, keep your documents ready, stay calm at the booth, and if you get pulled aside, do not panic. You have got this. Travel is one of the most incredible things that you can do with your time and your life. Do not let the customs line be the thing that breaks your confidence. Share this video with someone who has an upcoming trip and has been stressing about exactly this moment. And make sure you subscribe because our next video covers what to do the moment you step outside that airport and into a brand new country.